You're in the middle of a German conversation and hit a fork in the road. You want to say by doing this or through that, but the direct English translation suddenly stops working. In English, by and through are flexible. You can walk through a door or you can succeed through hard work. Whether you are talking about a physical object or a complex concept, the word stays the same. German requires a specific choice between Deutsch and Dadurch. It isn't about word definitions, but how the rest of your sentence is built. Choose the wrong one and the following grammar won't fit, leaving you with a sentence technically impossible to finish. Picking the wrong word changes the expected word order. For a native listener, the logic of the sentence becomes difficult to track, signaling that the speaker is struggling with the underlying structure. For beginners, this structural hitch often causes a total freeze. You realize the word you want doesn't fit the sentence you started, and the conversation stalls. On exams like the Goethe certificate or test stuff, these errors are costly. Because these words dictate sentence geometry, mixing them up is treated as a significant grammatical mistake. This creates a trade-off. You have to decide between using simpler sentence patterns or attempting more complex, natural-sounding connections. Navigating these traps requires looking at the mechanical function of each word rather than trying to match them to an English equivalent. Before you say through, you have to identify what kind of information is coming next. If the cause or method is a noun, a thing, you use durch. If you are describing an action or a complete idea, you use dadurch. This is the difference between nominal style, noun style, and verbal style, or verb style. The choice is dictated by whether you intend to use a static object or describe a dynamic process. Durch functions as a preposition. It takes the noun that follows it and puts it into the accusative case. This formula shows the linear pattern: your subject and verb, followed by Durch and a single noun. This is an efficient way to speak. It creates a short, single-clause sentence that is easy to manage while you are thinking on your feet. The downside is that it limits you. To describe an action using Durch, you have to turn your verbs into nouns, which can feel clunky. Overusing this style can make casual conversation sound like an official report or a textbook. Durch offers structural reliability, but it often lacks the flow of natural, everyday speech. Dadurch is a pronominal adverb. It is a specialized connector used to link two actions together. It requires a two-part sentence structure. You state a main clause with dadurch, followed by a comma, and then a das clause. This structure triggers a subordinate clause, meaning the verb is pushed to the very end of the sentence. This allows you to use Verbalstil, connecting actions directly without having to convert everything into nouns. This requires more mental effort. You have to keep the entire sentence structure in mind while you wait to place the verb at the end. Dadurch provides a way to express complex relationships between actions, provided you can maintain the word order until the end of the sentence. It is helpful to view these grammar choices based on how much mental energy they require during a conversation. If you guess, you often end up with a broken sentence. That is high effort for a very low return in fluency. Using Dadurch with a noun is a high-value strategy. It is low effort but results in a clear, correct sentence. The Dadurch das construction is the most advanced option. It requires the most effort, but it sounds the most like a native speaker. Managing German grammar is about choosing where to spend your mental bandwidth. For daily conversation, rely on Durch and noun phrases. This keeps the rhythm of your speech consistent and prevents structural errors. If you are preparing for high-level exams, practice the Dadurch syntax in writing first. You need this structure to reach C1 level proficiency. Don't use Dadurch just to try to sound sophisticated. Use it only when you need to connect two distinct actions. Proficiency comes from selecting the sentence architecture that matches the complexity of your thought and the speed of the conversation.